Welcome to the Millionaire Spring Challenge. Believe it or not, everybody, at millionairethisyear.com, you can be on the road to being a millionaire. You are on the road to being a millionaire by simply paying attention to what you are about to hear. You can do this. Our team can help you do this. You know you want this, so now you need to know you can do this. We're going to do this by showing you the money. We are going to go Jerry Maguire all over you with this presentation. We're going to show you bundles of money, stacks of money, handfuls of money, changes of money, all of which you can and will succeed by following what we're going to share with you here today. Now, usually when I tell people this, their first question is usually how and can they do it? Well, you can do that with what we call the power of 4. That's a very small number that packs a whole lot of power and your financial future in it. So I ask, just like the TV show, who wants to be a millionaire? This isn't hype. This is just the facts. We're needing to go with a different TV show, Just the Facts, man. Step 1. Now, what I'm about to show you here with the first step is the most difficult step of the entire process. But this step does not cost you any money. Your first step, the most important step, and the most difficult step is believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in the math that you learned going all the way back to elementary school. And believe that there are businesses out there who want to see you succeed because they know they succeed also by doing so. If you don't believe in yourself or the fact you can be a millionaire and mega successful, then I can't help you, nor do I really want to. You got to believe in yourself. I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire and put less than $100 at risk. And that's one time. Once you understand this very simple process, you will soon realize the only risk is you. So there's no selling with what we're about to talk about. There's no experience required. There's no rejection. And there is no failure. Also, very difficult to believe. Step 2. Now we're going to get into the easier steps. Step 2, take action. Be like Nike. Just do it. Because we're only talking about an $18 decision here. You pay $18 to become a member of Four Corners Alliance Group. Then, step 3, pay it forward. Help other people get started. Whether they want to get started and have problems with belief, maybe they want to get started but actually have problems with $18, does not matter, because with our system of pay it forward, we're not talking about giving handouts, but giving hand up. So you pay it forward for 4 others to join you in Four Corners Alliance. That's where we said less than $100 at risk. Step 4, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. There's no failure. There's no selling. We're talking about simple math here. We're not talking about you going out and making sale after sale after sale, or must get the superstars and the mega networkers and the multimillionaires already. It is you helping 4 people do the same. So now let's really show you the details of the money. And you'll start to realize those pictures of funds that I showed you in the beginning are nothing compared to what this can actually do for you and will do for you if you believe. Now, you can do this in any type of time frame you choose. Daily is recommended, but I'm positive that most people are going to have a very difficult time grasping some of the numbers they're going to start to see here. And again, remind you, this is just simple math and people doing a little bit and believing a lot. You can pocket over $1 million your first month or 90 days. It is 100% up to you. Never, never, ever, never forget step one. Never. That is the most important step. Believe, especially when it comes to believing in you. Week one, you have spent a total of $90 for yourself and 4 others, all of which is tax deductible. You made $16 week one, and $10 was used to purchase the second tier product, which is called Lessons from the Intelligent Investor and the Subconscious Millionaire Mind. So we're going to not only show you how to make money, we're going to provide you with products and information to help you manage the money, help with your mindset, and personal and professional development. Week two, you make nothing from the matrix, but we have a 100% matrix match in this program where you make $64. $25 was used to purchase the third tier products, and those are credit card debt, living trusts, and the truth behind the spin. And we have a newsletter that's $30, and that is also taken from your commissions because we talked about a one-time out-of-pocket expenditure, correct? That's $30 was used to subscribe to the newsletter. Week three, we call it Profit Week because now you make $64 from the matrix. You make another $64 in 100% matrix match, so your week total is $128. You're in profit. If all people do is say, hey, if I just make a profit with this thing, then I'm happy. You know, if $1 million comes, that's great. They might not believe it. But hey, if all we do is get people excited about making some money, just showing a profit, everything else you're about to see falls into place. Now, from that 128, 60 was used to purchase the fourth tier products, and those are the Law of Attraction, Protect Yourself from Identity Theft, and Debt Crisis. Your total made now is $208. You've already got 231% back on the actual purchase of giving it away for 4 people, paying it forward. Week 4, 1 month, just 1 month from the time that you paid it forward, you make $640 from the matrix. You make $256 in match money for a total of $896. Now, there's 2 products left that you haven't purchased yet from your commissions. $150 is going to be used to purchase the 5th tier products, and those are real estate investing, becoming the richest man, and how to invest in gold and silver. The $300 for the 6th tier product, those are investment principles, time value of money, real estate investment trust, and investing for impact. You now have all of the Four Corners Alliance Group products. You're in profit. Everything I show you from now on is not only profit, but money you put in your pocket. Week 5, this starts to get a little exciting here. Your upfront matrix commission, $6,144. Your 100% matrix match money, $2,560 for a 1 week total of $8,704. Now think about this. We're educating you not only on how to make money, but now you've actually got some money that you can put to work for you. Maybe not so much the week prior, but you know, with $8,700, you can get ahead on your house payments, pay off some credit cards, maybe purchase some gold or silver, take a look at maybe some down payments on some real estate. These are just some things to get your mind going, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, and you just had an $8,000 week from a $90 one-time risk. Week 6, upfront matrix money, $61,440. Match money, $24,576 for a week total of $86,016. Most of you can probably pay off your house with that. Definitely can probably pay off your cars and make a huge impact on your financial future. Because look at week 7. We're really getting to some crazy money here for a lot of you. Upfront matrix money, nearly $500,000 at $491,520. Then let's not forget your match money, which is nearly another $250,000 at $245,760 for a weekly total over $700,000. Now, not only can you pay off your home, a lot of us can buy a new home or two with that kind of money. And that's just the week 7. That's in addition to the 80+ thousand we made before that and the 8,000 the week before that. Week 8, don't get scared about that red lettering here. Your upfront matrix commission is nothing because the upfront matrix is a one-time payout. But you have 100% matrix match. Remember those 4 people that you helped get started just 8 weeks ago? Your match on them is nearly $2 million. It is $1,966,080. That you've already not only said, remember I gave you the Millionaire Challenge? This is actually multi-millionaire. Week 9, upfront matrix commissions, nothing. 100% match commission, nothing. So why am I even telling you about this? Why is there a big old huge smiley face on the screen with big old dollar signs in the eye? That is just the upfront money. Four Corners Alliance Group is a full-blown monthly residual program. While you were raking in those hard-to-believe commissions, the company was keeping a measly $30 from you each month to subscribe you to the financial newsletter. Well, guess what? That newsletter also pays, and it pays $1 to $4 per subscriber, and also includes a 100% match on those 4 people that you paid it forward for. So now you've got all these people super excited. They're getting educated on what to do with their money, that you've helped them become millionaires, and they've helped other people be on their way to becoming millionaires, and they've got something to do. They have the money to put to work for them so that if they keep their jobs, they have their jobs. They're working at their jobs because they want to, not because they need to. Now, Richard Kiyosaki said the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Now, what happened with a lot of these people, they don't even know they're building up a network. They just thought they're going to help 4 people. And on top of that, they're building residual income. Even though they only paid one time, that newsletter pays over and over and over and over again. And even though the commissions are only $1 to $4 per subscriber, look at that slide that just came up. There is a whole bunch of banded $100 bills. Each band of $100 bills is 100 $100 bills, or $10,000. Some of you might be thinking, it's a lot of hype. There's not that kind of money here without having millions of people. Not true. With 4 getting 4, again reminding you, the first step is to believe, and part of that believing is simple math. The residual on that $30 monthly newsletter, without you doing any more than you've already done, is $380,580 per month. All right. Now, when you're starting to go through the process there, some people might go, this is going really good. I might want to do a little bit more than 4 people. And some of them might do the same thing. That money can go up. For those of you who are the glass half empty people or negative people, let's approach you for just a second. Let's say you just screw this up in a big way, or you get, you pay it forward to 4 people and one of them just says, hey, get lost, I'm not doing this, or whatever. Your negativity kicks over here and you screw this up by over 90%. You can be all negative and feeling this is no good and that you failed, but you're making $38,000 a month. Can you handle that? You think that might turn your mindset around just a little bit? Take action right now. Whoever invited you to this presentation, whether you're seeing it live here on April 10th or you're seeing it recorded on Facebook or all over the internet or wherever this presentation ends up, take action the second you see it. If your person who referred you is not in a position to pay it forward for you, or he already did it for 4 people, then just get in yourself. Like it says, put at risk less than $100, $18 for you and $18 for 4 other people. That comes to $90. Get started. Do it right now. All right, everybody, that ends the presentation portion here. When I edited this in previously, I got it down to 14 minutes. It took a little bit more than that today. Let me turn off the screen here so I can answer some of your questions and show you some things that I was wanting to talk about here. I have no questions right now. I'll just read some of these comments here. And some of these people are a result of Pay It Forward. We have Ricky here, says he's OMG, life-changing. He's very excited. And I'm very excited also because I know Ricky's going to do what it takes to make himself a lot of money by helping other people make a lot of money. And me paying his $18, one of the smartest things I've ever done, because I'm certainly going to make a whole lot more than $18, and I don't want him to pay me my $18 back. I want him to make $1,800, $18,000, $180,000, $1.8 million. I want that for everybody that I've paid it forward, and you should want that for everybody else also. Do this because you want to help people. Constantly work on your step 1. Believe, believe, believe. Becoming a millionaire is easy. Say that. Think that. Do that. And all the people who tell you you're nuts, they will, because they've been told, along with yourself, for a lifetime that, hey, hardly anybody makes $1 million. Or you can only do that by working incredibly hard. And some people did it that way. They worked hard for a number of years. There's a book called The Millionaire Next Door about people who work, they save, they don't have big pretentious houses and $100,000 cars, but it's something that they did over decades. And hey, that's great. More power to them. That's not the only way to do it. The fastest ways are some of the easiest ways, but they all start with believing that you can. Not only that you believe that you can, is you believe that you also deserve it. Okay, let me pull up my whiteboard here just a second, and we'll keep answering questions here. Okay. I got a couple of notes here that I'm going to be covering in addition to answering your questions. Okay, they're really starting to pour in now. Hold on just a second. Kevin, paying it forward is not mandatory, but it did get approved by the company. And when I do the company presentation, this one is for our team. We do have a lot of non-team members listening, and that's fine. But what happens here is hold on, my thing is freaking out. Just a second here. Okay. Where's the screen share? minor technical difficulties here. Just a second. I want to make sure you're seeing the correct thing. All right, there we go. Okay, now I did it again. Frustration is not going to set in because I'm not going to allow it to. All right, we covered those. If you don't have a list, can you promote it? Is there a capture page or what? Now, the company doesn't have a capture page as yet, Troy. I'm working to turn MillionaireThisYear.com into an affiliate page where people can go to your page. Like in your example, this is just an example. If Troy was your username, you'd have troy.millionairethisyear.com, and so that we could do our own promotions and things of that nature. But the company, I was on the call where they're going to do a couple tests, split tests, to where Four Corners Alliance Group will turn into a capture page at that point, have a video presentation, one that'll start automatically, one that doesn't start, so they can split test it. But there's not one now. People are more than welcome to copy anything that I've made, but the company does not have one as of yet, but they will. Okay. Jason, does our group get something to help us with advertising like ads, etc.? Yes, if you go to emails.millionairethisyear.com, there's already some sample emails there, and we'll constantly be adding to them from people who submit them. And one of the techniques we're going to talk about tonight is, I'll just type it here to remind myself, 20 bucks. That's not the cost, but that's just so I can get back to it here when I hit that part. Linda, I believe this will work. The people I've connected with have already joined, but I found a couple of ways to get new leads. Pay it forward. You have to be sure you're doing it for people who will also do the same. Yeah, absolutely. Don't just sign up for people, especially if they don't even know you signed them up, because they're certainly not going to duplicate something that they don't know about. Okay? Have I and others paid it forward to somebody just to hope to get somebody's attention? Yes, I've done that. I've had some people say, that's crazy, man. You just wasted 18 bucks. This other program that I'm in, it's $100. We're signing up people every day. It's $42 a month, and I'm going to make 100 grand by the end of the summer. I'm saying, so your program costs a lot more, has a monthly cost, and has a whole lot less potential, and you think I'm wasting my money? Okay, good luck to you. Now, maybe he'll come back around for whatever reason, but I'm not counting or depending on him to pay it forward or to bring 4 other people in anytime soon. Ricky says there are way more millionaires in America than most people think. Absolutely. There's over a million millionaires. I think the last count, there's like 6 million. Just in the U.S. alone, there's 6 million millionaires. Okay. Troy's saying, I will pay it forward for 4 people. I just need 4 people. Thanks for saying that. I forgot to put a thing in my notes here. I am putting together a scholarship program for our team to go along with the co-op. And again, that is for people who are on the Millionaire team. Okay, and I'll explain that a little bit later. Greg, the PIF is for people to do the same. How can we make sure they will? Well, you can't promise anything, but then make sure that's part of the presentation, saying, hey, I'm going to help 4 people to become millionaires, Greg. Would you like to be one of them? I will get things started with my dime so that you're risking nothing. And then when you say, oh, no, that crap doesn't work, or no, or they're skeptic or whatever, go to the next person. But if they say, okay, well, yeah, then what you do at that point is have them come to the webinars, ask the questions, and go to the training, and let me and others constantly tell them, pick them up and let them know, hey, you can do this. You can believe in yourself. And once they listen to that and they start to do the math, and realize, yeah, I could say, yeah, the math works. If you get in 10 people and they each get in 10, you could be a billionaire, next month. Mathematically, that works. But working with the mind, they have a hard time of just the idea of giving it away to 4 people. They've been in, a lot of people been in programs that were free, and they couldn't even refer people for free. They couldn't even get their mom to join for free, and that's their mom. Well, we got to get them again. The first thing is to get their belief level, and we're going to be talking about that here also. Okay. Dave, I drive a truck and just got pulled over. Is the webinar going to be posted? Absolutely. Hope you got pulled over for something good, not a ticket. All right. Linda, pay it forward. You have to be able to show people who want to do this the way that they can duplicate, especially if they have trouble referring. And we're going to show you how the scholarship program can help with that also. Okay. Oh, Dave's saying he's just pulling over because he's done for the night. He's not getting pulled over by the cops. That's good. Ricky says he's stressing to his leads that they must be willing to help others reach success. I will help as much as I can afford. Okay, I understand what you're saying there, because you're matching your help with your income, but it doesn't cost anything to help people with their belief levels. That's why I said it's the most difficult. Part of it is because there's no cost in that financially. There's cost in the mental side of that. You can help as many people as you choose to get them to realize that they can also do this for less than 20 bucks. They could put at risk $18 and get busy, to where, how many people do you know who might be interested in becoming a millionaire for less than $20? They're not going to believe it. They might say, hey, this is a money game. This is a lottery. It doesn't matter. But once they know it's legal, a lot of people will make it that. They'll say, hey, it's just an $18 decision. I'm, less than a movie. I won't go see Arnold Schwarzenegger this weekend in Sabotage. I'll put my 20 bucks into this. Or I'll do both. I'll go sign up to people who sell me popcorn and sell me the ticket, which is what I did today. Not at the movie theater, but at Walgreens when I was getting Green Dot cards. Hint, hint, hint. Okay. Greg says, is spillover real in a 4-buy? It's real in any program, but we're not talking about spillover. Everything I did was just people doing their share, 4 getting 4. Have I got more than 4 people? Absolutely. I pay it forward for 3 to 6 people almost every day myself. All right. I don't promote spillover. I get people to believe that they can do it and to do their share. In the presentations where I've done the breakdowns for 2, 3, and 4, I haven't done any presentations, nor will I, to say, hey, here's what happens if you pay it forward for 5 people and they duplicate, or 6 or 7, because it's not about the spillover. It's just getting people to do the minimum and to get their mind wrapped around that not only can they succeed, they deserve this, and so do the people that they care the most about. Troy's saying, where do we go to pay it forward? Go to your website, fourcornersalliancegroup.com / A equals your username. And I do all of my pay it forward right on my website. Even though the system says, hey, you've already signed up from this page, I go, I know, just do it anyway. Kevin, you do have the option to say, all right, you go get a Green Dot card or some kind of card that has a Visa or MasterCard logo, and you can say, hey, here's this card, go activate it and get into this program. You can do it that way. I'm telling you, it works a whole lot better. You activate the card and you do it, even if they're sitting right there. Okay. David says, my problem talking to folks, can't wait to see how the program works. All right. First off, it's only a problem if you identify it as being a problem and you believe that. Change your belief. Believe in it, and they will start coming to you. I'm not talking like field of dreams stuff here, but that concept is there. You know, in the movies, if you build it, they will come. All right. Here I'm saying, if you believe it, they will come. I'm not talking about people from the past that are dead. I'm talking about people who are right there. They will start to come to you when you believe that you are going to help people become a millionaire. You are going to become a multimillionaire. You attract people. You believe, and you start saying these things, I am going to have people come to me. And they will, if you believe it. Okay, all right. All right, Dave says he's changed his mindset. Fantastic. Dave says Spider-Man is coming out. He'll just skip that one. Fantastic. Good choice. Of course, by the time it comes out, you'll have plenty of money so that you can take people, pay it forward to them, and you can all go to the movies, and you can even flip the bill for the popcorn and sodas and pizzas and whatever else, not worry about it. These webinars help with the belief factor. The math works, and you don't need 1 million people. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to take you to the screen here, and I'm going to cover a couple of things here. First off, our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/millionaire this year. Facebook post. Do these for yourself and do them for other people on your team. Even if you only got 1 or 2 people, go in there and say, hey, we'll take Geraldine, for example. Let's say you're Geraldine's sponsor, and you go and you're her friend on Facebook, and you go say, hey, attention, all Facebook friends of Geraldine, and you put some, like I put like equal signs like you see at the on your screen right now. Let me make sure you can see that. I put those equal signs up there, and it says, hey, it's somebody else promoting Geraldine, and say, hey, join Geraldine as she and the rest of our team become millionaires before summer. A lot of people say, okay, somebody's hyping Geraldine's page, but you're letting them know that they can do the same thing for $18 one time, and you post this on Geraldine's page. And then Geraldine goes on there, and she clicks the like button and the share, so then she also has a post. She's done it herself. Some of the other teams, maybe the upline, they're on Geraldine's page, and so they go put like and like on there also. So the more attention all of these hits are getting, and then that brings more people to the Facebook group. Geraldine's friends see all these people that are supporting her and saying, hey, good job, congratulations, welcome on her page. They start thinking, hey, I might want to be part of this Facebook group. Now, these are things that aren't speedy. It's not like, hey, you do that today and 20 people are going to want to join Geraldine today. But over time, as we're going through this challenge, some of the people who are saying no now are thinking that it's all hype, and they start hearing about people saying, hey, my team went from 3 people to 37 people in 2 weeks, and then went from 37 people to 119, and now I'm putting money in my pocket. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I only spent $18, and I just got, my 4th week, I just put $400 in my pocket because they bought all of your 6 products and stuff. So use those Facebook posts, Twitter, LinkedIn, any kind of the social networks. Get them involved. Use those. They're free. Okay? Now, being willing to help people. The one thing I want to talk to specifically right now are those of you who don't like to ask for help. You want to do everything yourself. And I used to be one of those people. Not because I felt like I'm the only one who could do it. It was an ego thing to where I felt like I might be a little selfish if I asked somebody to help me, because I loved how good it felt to help somebody else. And so I was always wanting to help others. And even before I knew the quote by Zig Ziglar that you've all heard me say before, get whatever you want out of life by simply helping enough other people get what they want, is, and I've said this in previous programs, saying, I want you to be able to have that feeling of what it's like to help people grow their income, or to be able to keep their house because they made an extra $300 to make the payment, or didn't have to pull their kid out of college because they couldn't afford tuition anymore. And just taking these small steps. Well, for those of you who don't like to ask for help, and most people enjoy helping others. They love that feeling to help somebody, whether it's with a small chore or a task or an idea or something to help them get promoted or just feel better about themselves. And I'm telling you, when you might think you're being selfless by helping people all the time, but by not letting anybody help you, that itself is selfish, because you know how good it feels for you when you help somebody else. You're, by not ever asking for help or even accepting help because of pride or something like that, let yourself know that that is being selfish, because you're depriving other people who care about you, whether it's a business type of caring, a loving kind of caring, family, what have you, by you denying them the chance to care for you or to help you. You're not giving them the feeling that drives you so much. You're depriving them of the opportunities to feel so good about helping you. And I had forgot that for a long time. I'm not even sure if I forgot. I just never learned it. So realize that part of being successful and having a great mindset, not only the willingness to help others, but the willingness to let others help you. I'll give you an example. I paid it forward for somebody into the Four Corners Alliance group. The person was so appreciative, he wanted to pay it back. At first I was saying, I don't need the money. I wanted to help you out. But he was wanting to do it back so he can show that how committed he was to the program, that, hey, this $18 to him was you know, he's going paycheck to paycheck, and sometimes the paycheck doesn't even last for the week. So the $18 was a big deal for him. And he wanted me to know what his commitment level was. He wasn't trying to tell me that, you know, I need the $18 because I spent it on him. So these are just some of the things that kind of come up. Let people do what they need to do to feel not only good about themselves, but feel good about the process. And I've done other things where I've paid it forward to people, and they've actually helped me make way more than the cost of paying it forward, but they wanted to feel that much better about the program, and they paid it back. Okay? I'm not asking for that. I'm not trying to drop hints on anybody. If somebody does say, well, hey, Van, you paid it forward for me for 3 days ago, I'm going to give you the money back. If they ask me, I say, no, just pay it forward to somebody else. You pay me back by making as much money as you can. All right? Help as many people as you can make money so that you get to that $500,000 upfront money as quick as you can, so I can match that $500,000. Get to that $76,000 residual income so I can match that. Believe me, I'm not worried about the 18 bucks. So keep that in mind. Be selfless in your helping, and be willing to let others help you. Now, pride that comes into there, I know they say that's one of the 7 deadly sins, but I am extremely proud of every one of you who has taken on the belief to where you know it's not a thing, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a millionaire pretty soon, or, you know, I'm going to tell people that, but, you know, I don't really believe it. I'm talking about the people who say it's in their head. I'm a millionaire right now. I'm going to think like a millionaire. I'm going to do things that millionaires do, and I'm going to act like a millionaire. And with what we have with the Spring Millionaire Challenge, my bank account's going to catch up to me before the summer's here. So that the vacation that maybe you were thinking about this summer, that maybe it included, you know, packing all the kids into a car. Maybe it's packing all the kids into a whole lot nicer car. Or maybe now it's flying first class to wherever you're going. Or maybe now instead of going to the usual location, you know, on the other side of the mountains, now we're taking the family first class to Hawaii or Timbuktu or wherever. Whatever's the dreams are starting to materialize, not only for you, but for people in your family. And now they're starting to come on board too. Maybe you got little Johnny there, and you know, his dad just got fired from work, and now you can take this person and help them not only benefit from now the fact, you know, Johnny's dad has got a whole lot of time now, instead of spending a whole bunch of time looking for jobs and stuff, he can look for other people and say, hey, this is the 20 bucks approach that I was talking about. Give me 20 bucks, put your name and email address on this piece of paper, and I'm going to get you in business. Now, Four Corners Alliance is only 18. I'm throwing these numbers around so that you can realize there's no change involved. It sounds like a simple thing. I'm not telling you that so you can make an extra $2. I'm saying, well, actually, if you're going to go buy a card, it's going to cost, $20 anyway. But you say, hey, just give me 20 bucks. Or come to a person and say, how many people do you know who would risk $100 to become a millionaire? You say, oh, I don't know, 5, 6, a whole bunch. Okay, whatever their number is, unless it's nobody, all right, whatever number they give you, if it's 2 or more, say, okay, write down your name and number and give me $100. And go call those people and ask them the same question, and if they give you $100, you've already got 2 or 3 levels going. Okay? They don't spend as much time in the comp plan and stuff. Make this an $18 decision. Again, like I've said in other ones, if you go to your buddy, if Greg says, hey, Don, it's been a while, why don't we go see this new Schwarzenegger movie? Okay? And if they're both married, Don might say, well, hey, let me go ask my wife if she has anything planned, and ain't no sweat. He's not going to ask his wife, for the most part, is it okay if he buys a movie ticket and whether or not, they can afford to get some popcorn and a soda. It's basically, a decision there. He's not going to have to stop and say, hey, I need to pray about it, or I need to talk to my uncle who's in the entertainment industry to see if this is a movie that's really worth paying $9 or $10 for. It's just an $18 decision. So use that up front. And then once they're in, now remind them, hey, you've got $1 million business here. This business can make you a millionaire faster than the 100,000+ that you spent on your education, faster than the $5,000 and $6,000 affiliate or MLM programs you've tried in the past, faster than almost any other networking opportunity out there. Again, this is not a slam on those other companies. I'm in a number of other companies myself that cost a whole lot more than $18, but none of them are going to make me anywhere near as much money as this challenge is, and the same thing will go for you. It's 18 bucks. That is the best thing about the company and the worst thing. Because again, the potential scares people because it's not believable. But I'm not going to avoid that anymore. If people want to call it hype, great. So, oh, that thing's not going to last. It's going to, go die in 6 months. Okay, you want to become a millionaire before it goes under? And you don't need to screw over a whole bunch of people? Worst case scenario is you become a millionaire and everybody who joined the day before that the company went out, they lost 18 bucks. They had to miss, they had one less pizza that month or one less movie. It's 18 bucks. It's a Netflix subscription. All right. Now, the emails, those are going to be added. We're going to be adding techniques to it. I covered the 20 bucks. The scholarship and the co-op. I told people about our co-op that we're going to have last month I was telling it would be either late April or early May. And that was before the pay it forward thing started to take off here. What we're going to have is on the scholarship, they'll be able to go to on the Millionaire This Year page, and for people who will submit their information, and we're going to make it opt-in because we're going to edge them on along the way saying, hey, you can request to have somebody pay it forward for you, but you really don't want to wait until somebody selects it. And it's not going to be a first come, first serve. It's going to be say, hey, they're going to have to convince the people who are going to be going through these people saying, hey, here's what I'll do if you can pay it forward for me. And maybe they'll say, hey, I don't really believe this program. I got $18, but I just want to see if somebody will pay it forward. And if you do, I got X amount of people I can talk to. Somebody else might say, hey, I just lost my job. I'll believe anything right now. I just need somebody to give me a hand up, not a handout. and I'll go to work because I have to. I need money right now. My rent's due. So the people can use that information, say, okay, well, hey, I'm going to skip this guy, I'm going to skip these three, or what have you. And as this gets put out, people will be able to use it. And those of you who say, well, hey, I have money to pay it forward, but I'm part of the NFL club. My mom won't even take money from me if it has to do with another one of those money-making schemes. That I could tell her I'm going to make $1 billion, or that it only costs a nickel. It has nothing to do about can they afford $18. Is your friends don't believe you. Your family doesn't believe you. NFL is in no friends left, not National Football League. Of course, the other part of the NFL that some of you may have not heard of before, there's NFL. The one that I like is the National Football League, being a Steeler fan, but there's no family left. There's no friends left. And the worst NFL club is there's no funds left. Funds as in no money. All right. So that'll be put together. The co-op and the scholarship program will be just for the Millionaire team. And the cost of the co-op hasn't been figured out yet. It'll probably be more of a larger upfront thing instead of doing a monthly. And then so that you're in and you'll just have it for forever, to where you can transfer it to maybe some of the people on your team after you've got a number of personal referrals at that point. But what my hope is, I'm not going to stop anything that I said that I do, is my hope is as people do the pay it forward and continue to do it, I'm sure after you start making you have the $8,000 a week or even $800 a week, you're probably going to take some of that and pay it forward to 3 or 4 more other people to get a number of other legs going that spills in and under without ever preaching spillover. You'll start paying it forward to a lot more people. But once the co-op comes out, be, hey, this pay it forward is working pretty good. Who needs a co-op? Because pay it forward, it's right there. People are in front of you. We'll be showing you different techniques. Oh, like today, for example, in the scholarship program, I've mentioned it a couple, kind of like a beta thing. I've had people send me money. And Dennis, who's on here, same for you, Dennis, you can do that now, is so people send me the money and I go and get debit cards. Even though the site says you can use one card for one person, I get one card. I put $90 on it. Today they actually had a sale. It was only $1.95 for the card itself, so it cost $91.95 to get a card. Well, I found out, I said, I want to get 6 cards with $90 on it. So she started running it, and we didn't know they had a rule that when because these are cash-only purchases and are non-refundable because you're actually just buying cash to a card, the prepaid cards. You had it said, hey, you had to get a limit. It stopped at $500, so I paid the first $490 or whatever it came out to, and there was one card left. I said to the lady, says, what are you getting all these things for? Nobody ever buys this many at a time. So I said, hey, are you a dependable person? She goes, yeah. I go, can I trust you? She says, yeah. And I'm asking these questions out loud, and so some of the other people who work there are starting to gather around, and I'm having this card in the hand. I said, I want you to put $18 on this card. And she says, okay. And so she put the $18 on the card after the $500, and I handed it back to her and wrote my website on the back of it. I said, I want you to go to my website and use this card. This card has $18. The link on that website, there's only one thing you can buy, and it's $18. Don't go spend it on gas or get yourself some makeup. But these are what I was telling her. She was a lady, had a whole bunch of makeup here. I had already told her how nice or how good she was with her makeup. So I said, no getting gas or getting makeup. And she goes, well, I'll give you my email address right now. I said, I'll get it when you do what you said you could do. And so I gave her the card. I said, you go home, you activate it when you get off work, and you spend that $18 on my website. And she said, okay. And then as I walked away, I could hear the other ladies going up to her. He goes, what was he doing? Why did he give you his credit card and stuff? And so, can that turn into a lot of money? Absolutely. Can it be, I just threw $18 away? Yeah, or $20, $19.95 with the sale. But you can start doing things like that, or you can, you find somebody. You go to There'll be places you can go to the unemployment office, find people who just lost their jobs and want to do something. I'm not talking about the people who are just happy they lost their jobs so they can collect unemployment. I'm talking about people who really want to go out and make money for themselves by impacting others. And you can do this by saying, hey, if they don't understand the program, and so you say, hey, how many people do you know who would risk $20 to, not need a job again? Maybe going to the Millionaire might be a little bit of a push for them. Oh, heck, I know all kinds of people. It says, all right, you go around and collect $20, and all you need is a name and an email address from everybody you can collect a $20 bill from. And oh, by the way, if they know anybody who would like to start a business for $20 for a risk at not needing to go back and get a job again or work for themselves, get that information too. And all you're doing is you're building up a small little network of people who are doing nothing but collecting $20 bills. It's already working. I'm telling you, not in a big way yet. You can also do that in some other more intimate scenarios also. Okay. Oh man, I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty quick because the company webinar is going to start here pretty soon. Okay. Let's get paid, coach. Tired of being broke. Okay. Well, decide right now, Greg, you're a millionaire, and then do the things to make things so that your bank account can catch up with you. Don't type any more questions because this is going to be one of the rare times I'm not going to be able to answer it. Rick says, I will be brutally honest here. If I could ban, I would PIF all of my downline in, but I live in Virginia, comp less than paycheck to paycheck. I have people that believe that they are in the same position. They can afford the $18 and they believe, but they aren't in a position to pay it forward. So yes, you just said it. Once an account catches up, I will use my earnings. Okay, fantastic. Good to hear, Ricky. And those, if they do have 18, let them know. Work on their belief level. Tell them what you're doing. You're coordinating 6- and 7-figure incomes to where they know you're not a millionaire as far as they know you might think you are one, but they know your bank account's not matching that yet. So tell them they are in a position, if they have $18, it's certainly a lot better than doing the lottery. If they want to treat it like a money game, great. Okay. David, you touched on a nerve on that one. I do try to do everything myself. Guess what? It's not working. Seems like things aren't on the right track. Next step for me, ask for help. Fantastic, Dave. I want you to know you made me feel good right now just knowing that I was able to impact at least one person here tonight. And you saying that, I'm willing to bet you putting yourself out there and being vulnerable that much did in fact impact a number of other people listening right now. Well, hey, everybody, I got to get things wrapped up here for the corporate webinar at 10 o'clock Eastern in 7 minutes, and you're more than welcome to come on to that one. We didn't have enough time to give somebody a free entry today, but we definitely will be doing this. This is being recorded. Will be posted up on the team site and the team Facebook group. Good night, everybody, and congratulations for being a millionaire and deciding to help 4 other people become millionaires because of what you did. Good night.